My Little Planetside, Part 1. Character Creation. Aw, come on, Fluttershy, you gotta play it! The yellow Pegasus in question simply shrunk. It just seems so violent. All of our friends are playing it, you can't just back out! Oh my, even Rarity? It wasn't easy, but we managed to convince her to play. Dash didn't want to think about what she had to do to get Rarity on board. Modeling dresses was something no mortal mare should sit through. Oh well, if you all are playing. Alright! Trust me, we're gonna all have a ton of fun. Make sure to look up what you can so you at least know what we're getting into. Celestia knows what Twilight has. All 6 friends prepared their headphones, microphones, and miscellaneous snacks before opening up a freshly downloaded HerdSpeak client and logging onto the server Twilight prepared for them. Unfortunately, it was apparent their meeting would not go as planned as soon as one of them spoke. So we're all playing Equestrian Republic here, right? Came an athlete's voice. What in tarnation are you talking about, Dash? I thought we were joining the new conglomerate. User muted, user muted. Twilight's admin commands acted with ruthless efficiency. Girls, please be reasonable. Every pony knows we're fighting for the Luna sovereignty. A loud gasp was audible over 5 mares' speakers. Oh my gosh, Twilight, we have to have our freedom. The Equestrian Republic probably banned cake. User muted. I'm sorry, but I thought we were joining the Equestrians. User muted. The channel was silent. Dash and Applejack fumed in front of their computer screens. Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy were concerned they did something to make Twilight angry. Only Rarity and Twilight had permission to speak anymore. The fashionista decided to use this time to inject her own thoughts. Twilight, I also believe we should play for the Luna, but maybe instead of muting every pony, you could just use your lessons in friendship to convince them? Twilight sighed over the microphone. Alright, listen. Girls, I know we all mostly disagree on who to fight for, but we're supposed to go as a team. If we'll split up, we'll all fail, and it might put holes in this beautiful friendship we've made. Alright? User, unmuted. So, with that out of the way, we're playing Luna's sovereignty, right? In a moment of surprising collaboration, the 4 mares responded collectively, No! Half an hour later, the number of groups in the HerdSpeak channel tripled. One with a librarian and a fashionista, one with a baker and a farmer, and one with an athlete and an animal lover. So, Pinkie, you ready to fight for freedom? Am I ever? Oh my gosh, we're gonna get some sweet guns and we'll shoot them and earn our way for cupcakes and cake and pie and fritters and danishes and croissants and oh my gosh, what do those equestrians have to eat? I don't know, oatmeal? Oatmeal? Are you crazy? How about we play the game already? The launcher ain't the most interesting thing to look at. Rainbow Dash? I don't know what to do. Have you launched the game yet? Silence. Maybe? The sound of a hoof making abrupt contact with a forehead sounded into Fluttershy's speakers. Rarity, the character creator isn't as nearly important as you make it out to be. Wrong! I have a chance to reshape my image. Sure, there may only be gender, mane, color, and coat color options, but I must do what I can make to look fashionable in combat. At least I don't have to sit and wait for you to customize your vehicles. You can customize vehicles? Her white-coated unicorn lifted her XM98 sniper rifle to the right of her pink mane. Rarity's character emerged, sporting the same colors as his creator. Rarity brought up an Artemis scout rifle, and the 2 ponies proceeded into the massive shield-warped gate. Scythes appeared to bathe in the desert sun around the central building as mag riders amassed in Galaxy's loaded-up lines of waiting ponies. Twilight pulled up her map and checked for territory that seemed like it was begging for such an invasion fleet. She placed a message in chat. The Bookinator. Might I inquire where this substantial collection of forces will be departing? Only a moment later, another player quickly answered. Humans are real. The Luna archives have been captured by the Equestrian Republic. We plan to take it back in the name of the Luna. Twilight, I think it's pretty far away from here. How are we going to get there? I think I know. Apparently it's called a flash. Rarity gazed over at a pony driving an ATV in circles. As long as we're not driving whatever that pony is driving, it looks silly and it'll get the wind in my character's mane. About that. Pinkie, I'm not sure that's what you're supposed to do with a galaxy. The pink pony in question was performing near impossible flips and spins in a fully loaded galaxy, Applejack's vanguard observing from a safe distance. She pitied the poor ponies whose screens had to be filled with the spinning dropship's ever-rotating camera. Pinky, we need to bring those ponies over to the Zervian amp station, not make them vomit onto their keyboards. Jackie, I thought the new conglomerate were about freedom. They're about keeping fighting to keep it, and if we don't fight, we can't have it. So stop spinning and let them fight. But Jackie, Pinky, take your big plane and get to Zervin, and I'll do what I can on the ground to make sure you don't get shot down on the way. For freedom and cupcakes! How about just for freedom? Pinky was already doing corkscrews upward and rose over the canyon's walls, before leveling out and flying towards Zervin. Applejack attempted to keep up below, but the Vanguard wasn't meant to keep up with the pink ponies playing courteously with the planes. Aw, yeah! An orange Pegasus with a gray mane inspected her newly purchased Mosquito. Fluttershy was in a Sunderer that was parked nearby, equipped with an AMS. It was filling up quickly. The equestrians were all too eager to get into the battle in force. She had been chosen to be a healer before realizing that she would be taking points away from the driver, instead switching to mechanic as soon as she could in order to keep the troop transport alive. Rainbow had surprisingly not chosen mechanic herself, deciding that a Pegasus's wings would help her survive an injection out of an injured aircraft and keep her combated if she survived. All-around Prowlers and Lightnings readied their cannons while Liberators and Mosquitoes tested their thrusters. Fluttershy, where's your driver headed? I'll provide air support. Butterfly 120. Excuse me, but where are we going? Time Lord 10. We're driving to Havar Tech Plant to capture it while the Luna are otherwise occupied. MUFN had been distracting them by capturing and holding onto the Luna archives. We'll deploy and swarm them before they know what hit them, and cut off their Mag Rider production. He says we're gonna go to Havar Tech Point. I can read, Fluttershy. Let's get this moving. For the Equestrian Republic! For the Equestrian Republic.